Yeah, I mean, I started really off strong and then I was injured, obviously, as you know, and it was kind of cool to just watch my team continue to build the tradition of being a winning team. And now, since then, it's kind of been guns a-blazing. We've been winning all the time. We're not really used to losing, and it's been really cool to see all these girls come together, not only on the field, but off the field. And now we're in the run for hopefully an NCAA championship.
The last 2 years to get to finish your career with 2 NCAA tournament appearances. What's that mean as kind of leaving your legacy at Iowa?
It means a lot to me, a lot because I grew up watching Hawkeye soccer and that wasn't really ever in the cards for them. And so watching all those girls work so hard and now being here and being able to be a part of such an amazing team and program has honestly been so fulfilling and just makes me like smile and happy.
In the last 5 years, what's allowed this program to kind of catch fire and raise the level, raise the standard?
For sure. I think there's a lot of things. Something our program always talks about is trusting the process, and I think a lot of the times people think of it as just a season thing, but it's so much more than that. It's throughout your full 4 years here. So for example, they try to grow you as like a person, a player, and a student, and that really you can just see through every single person on this team, and we all come together with like the love for the game and also just growing. And so I think that's how we've gotten as far as we have.
Looking back at your career, what was the recovery process? What did that look like coming back from that injury that cost you basically your entire sophomore year?
Yeah, it definitely wasn't easy. It kind of started as a fluke thing. I tried to come back, and then, as you know, I got hurt in the UNI game. So it wasn't an easy process, but I gained a lot of perspective and learned like how much these girls really do love the game and how much I love the game. And also just it made me appreciate the weight room, the staff, and everything so much more. And so now that I'm here, I never take it for granted.
Did you return from the spring season that year, or did you have to wait until fall?
I returned in the spring, actually, so it was kind of perfect. I kind of got to get my feet under the ground before the season set in, figure out what I needed to work on, figure out how to get stronger, and so I was able to start off the following fall on a really good foot.
What was that first game back like?
Oh, it was such a good feeling just to not have any pain and feel just amazing and being out there with all my teammates and the staff, and also just knowing there wasn't a lot on the line so I could play free, and that kind of continued throughout the season.
Then looking back at high school, how did being a part of the Waverly Shell Rock program help prepare you for success at Iowa?
Oh my gosh, so many ways. I mean, I'm sure you know, but the GPEC there in the weight room, amazing. I started off college way ahead of everyone because of that, and I grew a love for weightlifting, and that's so huge, especially at the next level. And they did a lot with fueling and things like that. So I really liked Iowa because they had a similar community to Waverly, but it was even more a higher level of people that wanted to be here, wanted to excel. And so I owe a lot to Waverly, but I also owe a lot to the program here.
The Go Hawks have continued on their kind of soccer dynasty since you left. What would it mean to see Iowa continue its level of success after you are done with the program?
It would mean a lot to me, and I have no doubt that they will. I mean, the base and the foundation here is amazing, and so I just hope that I influenced a lot of these younger girls to continue to love the game and work hard, not only for the people here, but the people that are about to leave.
You mentioned this team is used to winning now. When you guys did get up to ninth and then maybe suffered a couple of setbacks, what allowed you guys to power through those and make it to the point where you're advancing into the NCAA tournament?
I think we're a team that just hates losing, and we're also a team that when we struggle, we fall back on each other. And so it kind of was a blessing in disguise. We had a lot of people that were beat up and people that needed a little bit of a reset. And so obviously we wanted to win the Big Ten tournament, and that's kind of fueling us a little bit. But also knowing there's so much in store for us, which hasn't always been the case, has been a huge part of it.
And then when you have a keeper behind you as solid as your guys' what does that do for you?
She is just so calm. I mean, the ball comes like firing at her, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and she always just catches it and just kind of does this, like, her presence is so calming, and you always know that she has our back. So she's a big leader for us on and off the field, and is a good reminder of this is fun, be calm, we're good at what we do, continue to do it.